Shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone while I learn this truth. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect that they're scattered abroad, pushing this truth on the four corners of the earth, risk their lives and freedom to do so. It's the brother Tazamak coming back with a quick lesson. I'm going to call this lesson, The Earth is Burned at His Presence. Okay? And I'm going to be going into the nuclear destruction that's to come. That's nigh. Okay, it's not far away. Okay, this thing is extremely close. You got the tensions of boiling over there with Iran, and it's getting extremely serious. They said they couldn't come up with a deal today. They said they couldn't come up with a deal. It's a lock. I think it was today, but it was recent. Okay, if I'm mistaken. But they couldn't come up with a deal on the nuclear missile program. And that's a part of what America does. America is a bully. Okay, they want to strip Iran of their nuclear weapon so it's not a threat. Okay, and what this country does, it goes into other countries and tries to take their resources. Okay, and they'll make up some, they have terrorists over here. Or they have a drug organization over here. Oh, they're trying to come over here and do another, when the planes hit the towers. You see? They try to come up with anything to be justified in going over there when they know the true reason. They just lie to everybody else. And the people, the people accept it because they accept all Esau's lies, man. They accept all Esau's lies. Just how they tell them that nothing is going on right now and that everything is fine. And people are so stupid that they believe that, like, yeah, you know what? Everything is fine. I'm going to plan another vacation. I'm going to plan another trip. You have people upset that they couldn't go into Mexico because they fucking vacation when all hell's breaking loose out there. You know? You're going to have people mad that the missiles are coming to America because they have plans. Still worried about their plans. Well, damn, if this part of America is going to be hit, does that mean I still get to go to Thailand, Japan, or something like that? Not realizing that they should be preparing for war. They should be preparing for Yahweh Bashim Yahshai to make his return. They should be trying to get right in their spirit. So they're not a part of this nuclear devastation. Look at this picture. It's going to be worse in real life. Okay? Because this is an image from AI. It's going to be way worse. It's going to be way more missiles. All right? This is going to be the worst war that ever happened. This is going to be the final war. Okay? An apocalyptic event. When they press that button, it's over. Okay, it's over now. Look at all the prophecy that's taking place. We've never been as close to World War III before ever. It was happening before our eyes, man. And it's not just things going on in Iran. You got Mexico. Okay? You got France. Okay, that was just rioting because of the leader. Venezuela. Okay? You got different countries in an uproar right now. So all these chaos that's going on between, civil protests and all that, this has to happen before Yahweh Bashim Yahshai comes back, because he's coming back to set the earth in order. It's not going to be peaceful, peaches and cream. No. It's going to be all hell breaking loose, and the Lord's going to use these missiles to cleanse the earth. Okay? Because it's polluted right now under Esau's rulership. I'm going to go ahead and get some precepts. Let's start off in the book of Isaiah. And that put me in a good mood today, seeing how close we are to the third woe. We don't have that much time. Okay, this is hell here. This is Isaiah 24 and 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. Okay, and you got to imagine a drunk man walking around falling all over the place. Okay, you can be like, damn, this dude is messed up. That's what the Lord's about to do to America. Okay? And literally the whole world is going to be reeling to and fro. That's how powerful the destruction is going to be from Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, because the missiles are just going to hit America. They're going to hit other places like Israel. Okay? Because the imposters over there got to be cleaned out. All right? And it says, it shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it. And it shall fall and not rise again. When the Lord takes down Babylon, that's it. Okay? The deadly wound ain't going to be healed again. They ain't about to come back into power and build America 2.0. That's it. Okay? All the wickedness that these devils have done is going to be done away with when the Lord comes back. Okay, the Lord's going to set the earth back in order. He's going to be here with his chariots as well. Them laser beams, those are going to be causing great devastation and moving the earth as well, man, because they're powerful. Okay, imagine a UFO shooting a beam down that makes a 5. Well, I'm not going to say 500. I don't know how tall the skyscrapers are, but let's say like a 200-foot tall skyscraper fall down. That's going to cause damage. That's going, the earth is going to feel that. Okay, this is humongous devastation that the Lord's coming with. Okay, it's going to happen in our lifetime. We're right here. All right, I'm going to get this next in the book of Nahum, the first chapter. And I'm going to go to the 5th verse. The mountains quake in him, and the hills melt. The mountains represent governments, the hills, the lesser governments. Okay? And literally, okay, you're going to have mountains moving, the earth shaking. Okay? Think about when the earth was first created, it was Pangea. We learned about that in school. Okay? They got something right, huh? They didn't say the reality of how the earth got separated was by the flood. By divine judgment from Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. Okay, this is going to be worse than the flood, man. This is going to be way worse. Okay? They didn't have this type of technology back then. So the earth is literally going to shake. The earth moved out of its place for the flood. It's going to move this time, man. The Lord's destruction is nothing to be played with, man. Why you think we trying so hard to get right? We don't want to get caught up in this. You see? It says, and the earth is burned at his presence. Yea, the world and all that dwell therein. Okay, and the Lord is literally gonna scorch this place with the missiles, with the laser beams, on purpose to purify, to freshen the air. Okay, to renew the earth, because right now the earth is in a fucked up position under Esau. It's polluted. Chemtrails getting sprayed more aggressively now. So the Lord has to clean the air up, clean the water up. The water's polluted. Okay, the earth is going to look completely different after the Lord is done with this place. Completely. Okay, we're going to build it up according to the mind of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. The earth is going to be ran in righteousness. Okay, so it's going to be cleansed. Verse 6. Nahum 1-6. Who can stand before it in a nation? Who can abide this fierceness of his anger? And the answer is nobody. Okay? Nobody. Okay? Nobody is a match to stand before the Lord's indignation. Okay? His righteous anger. His fury is poured out like fire. Okay? And the rocks are thrown down by him. Alright? Think about the strongest object. Okay? The Lord is going to tear through it. Okay? The unbelievers with the hard hearts, the Lord's going to break your ass down too. The Lord got several missiles for y'all. The unbelievers, absolutely. Okay, that went to harden their heart. Okay. I'm going to get this next precept in the book of Revelation. This is Revelation 6, and I'm going to start at verse 13. And the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And this is twofold, okay? Because the Lord is going to take the stars down, okay? The actual stars, the elites also. The Lord's going to take them down, and he's taking them down now by the word of his mouth, by the prophets, by us. Okay? But it literally looked like stars were falling into the earth when John saw the vision. Okay, and it was the nuclear missiles, because they go into the atmosphere and then they come down, so it looked like stars to John. Okay, you didn't have nuclear missiles back then. Okay, and that wind, that nuclear wind, talk about it in Revelation the 7th chapter. The angels is holding it back right now, but it's coming, the destruction. All right, Revelation 6:14, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their place. You see it again, every island and mountain, and the earth is literally going to shake. Okay, the earth is literally going to shake. Okay, and it said the heaven departed as a scroll. That's that giant mushroom cloud. Okay, when nuclear missiles hit, they let off that giant mushroom cloud, and it looked like a heaven, like the heaven was rolled together as a scroll. That's what he could imagine at the time, because that's what he had to look at. Okay, remember the scriptures was written on scrolls at one point. Okay, so when John saw it, he was like, okay, that looked like a scroll. He didn't know it was nuclear missiles. He could just see great devastation, like, wow. All right. I'm going to get this next precept in the book of Joel. Lost my place. Okay. Here we go. This is the book of Joel. And I'm gonna start at verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm on my holy mountain. Okay, we're blowing the trumpet now. Okay, warning our people to get right with Yahweh Bashim Ashai, because danger is coming, death is coming, destruction is coming. Okay, Zion represents Israel. All right, and also the holy mountain. It said, "Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble." It's talking about Babylon. Look how scared these people are now, man. And it brings joy to my heart, because the Lord's breaking these people's pride down. Okay? Look how scared everybody looks. Okay? They're going to get even more terrified when it's actually announced that World War III is going to take place. Okay? It says, "For the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at him," meaning it is near. Okay, look at all the prophecies that's going on in the planet Earth, man. You can't see it? Of course you guys can't, because you guys is blindfolded spiritually. You guys is blindfolded spiritually. And the Lord's going to catch you guys like a thief in the night. Who would have ever thought America would be destroyed by nuclear missiles? The prophets. Amos, the 3rd chapter. We got the secrets. Okay, the pastor of the church is not going to talk about this type of stuff because he can't. We always say that. Joel 2:2. A day of darkness and a gloominess. And you're going to have everybody, in a miserable state. Okay? In a confused state. All right? Terrified. Okay? But more miserable and scared than anything. They're not going to have hope. They're not going to know what the fuck is going on. Like, man, what the hell? Okay, it's bad enough I'd have lost my job because jobs are getting cut. I'd have lost my house. That's going to go too. Wife and kids left. You're going to lose that as well. If you happen to even make it to the missiles, you're going to be like, damn, what the hell? You're going to look up in the sky and seeing, like John saw, like it's going to look like stars are coming down. But in today's day and age, you know what it is. You know destruction is coming, and there ain't no escaping. That movie How It Ends, when the niggas got in the car and drove off, that ain't going to happen this time around, man. Okay? And it says, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people is strong. Okay? And a great people is strong is talking about the nuclear missiles. It's not talking about literally. All right? And the Lord, we know mountains represents government. The Lord's going to literally beat these governments down. Okay? When he makes his return, there ain't going to be no other government. It's going to be the government of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. We're going to be ruling. Okay? And it says, there had not been ever the light. Okay, when has a place been destroyed by nuclear missiles before? It hasn't happened. Okay, an atomic bomb, but not nuclear missiles, and not this many. Okay, this is the first and last time, because it says even to the years, and it says neither shall there be any more after it. Even to the years of many generations. Yeah, there's not going to be another war after this war. There's not going to be another destruction after this destruction. This is it. Okay, this is the last war. This is going to be the last destruction here. Okay? Feel like I made my point. Lord's will. That was an edifying lesson with that. I'm going to say shalom.